Should NPR be defunded? What's up, fam? Welcome to another Tay and Steph reaction video. In this reaction video, we're going to react to tax dollar funded NPR gaslighting in support of Jack Smith while attacking Aileen Cannon. That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Oh, in this channel, we're trying to get 70K. Hey. Do us a favor, smash the subscribe button. Help us get 70K and be a part of the fam. Also, go subscribe to Doug and Exile. Help him to get to 500K. And we're going to save our commentary to end this video, man. Let's get into the video.
One thing the mainstream media wants you to do is hate Aileen Cannon. You've already seen them brainwashing you, saying, "Oh, Joe Biden's fine, and the border is secure, and the economy is doing great." And if you don't know, it's just an illusion. And they go, "Oh, and the judge, Fani Willis, and Juan Merchan, and Judge Engeron, and Judge Kaplan, even though they only are against Trump, Aileen Cannon is the one that has a political problem. Aileen Cannon's really unfair." Let's watch this article from NPR. I'll get to it in just a second. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy pages are. Try and pick out the big news, the big stuff shaking down that starts to show what the left is doing for tactics and how the right has to fight them. Here we go. This is NPR. Retired federal judge says Judge Cannon appears to show, quote, favoritism toward Trump. Now, I'm looking for articles. This person never said there was favoritism, that Alvin Bragg showed favoritism against Trump, or did they say Judge Engeron showed favoritism against Trump? So there's no equal side of anything. So this is just politics. If they only raise a standard of favoritism on one candidate, and then where it's even clearer, they don't bring it up, you know, they're not trying to find the truth. They're not trying to even make a comment about fairness. They're using this as a political hit piece, NPR is, against Cannon. For this episode of Trump's Trials, host Scott Detrow speaks with NPR Justice's correspondent, Carrie Johnson, and with retired federal judge Shira Scheindlin. I don't know if that is quite correct. Judge Aileen Cannon continues to make decisions in the Florida classified documents case that strike some legal observers as odd. Now, that statement can be said about anything, by the way. I might be spoken of by some legal observers as odd. David Axelrod, Obama's guy, might be odd. What Michael Cohen does might be spoken of by some legal experts. So this is like really hiding behind a very generic statement that could apply to anyone. Retired federal judge Shira Scheindlin gave us her view on Cannon's choices and why she thinks Cannon is moving slowly through pre-trial motions. Now they're going to go into her motive. They're going to try and read Aileen Cannon's mind, and they're going to go, even though a judge might normally be slow, they might have their own schedule. They might actually really resent when someone like Jack Smith tries to speed them up, so they might deliberately slow down just to show their authority. There's a lot of reasons why, but this lady, I'm not going to go into the actual podcast that she said, because we already know what they all do. They go, Cannon is only doing this to show favoritism to Trump. And so I always use that standard. I go, well, let's see what's fair here. Okay. She slows down, and that shows her favoritism or unfair bias towards Trump. What about when a Democrat judge speeds up? What about Chutkin? What about Jack Smith? What about Alvin Bragg panicking into, going to court? And or Judge Juan Merchan, who are speeding things up. Why? That would have to also, by the same standard, be favoritism. And if favoritism is going to work for the opponents of Trump, then favoritism must be allowed. And
if y'all see me looking down, I'm taking notes.
By allies of Trump. I don't know if that's what Aileen Cannon did. I don't know if she did it even with the worst intentions by NPR standards. This is something that the Democrats have shown is normal and okay from here forward. So this is her decisions, and then the look ahead to her pre-trial hearing. This is the kind of news that you can expect from, by the way, this is NPR, National Public Radio. That is, they're partially publicly funded by the government. And they're doing this kind of hit piece against the Republicans, and they always defend Joe Biden. And that's
I feel like I'm Joe Biden.
Almost like the separation of church and state, where you do not want your government to establish a religion because they didn't want the government to establish one denomination. You never want your government funding just the Democrat Party. This is how the Democrats are doing it this year. Totally, it's immoral, though it's legal. And of course, we mock them. Will you let me know in the comments below? Should we defund NPR because of their politics? If they became a normal news reporting site and did not show bias, would you be okay with funding them with the government? I'm Doug in exile.
Wix. All right, it was a lot.
Man.
So the last thing he asked, should NPR be defunded? I don't know. I don't even listen to NPR radio. Y'all let me know if y'all listen to NPR radio down in the comment section down below. I'm going to assume most of the people that watch this probably don't. But y'all let me know if y'all do or not. And then if you do, are there any biases that you have seen? And then the other thing that he mentioned was fairness and favoritism. So what does it look like in politics for us to operate in a spirit of fairness and to be cut straight across the board with everybody, not depending on which side of the field you play on, if that's a phrase, or which, if you Democrat, Republican, if you left, right, liberal, or whatever. How do we operate as fairness? I've been thinking about unity a lot when I think about this politics stuff. I think step into this space, you see a lot of divisiveness. So what's been heavy in my mind is how do we unify? And then favoritism. Don't think we should show favoritism. Let me know what y'all think about favoritism in the comment section down below. And then, that's the other thing I was thinking. Last thing. So how Doug in exile, what he said in his first statement, he said, and again, if y'all ever see me looking down, it's because I'm taking notes. Doug in exile, he said that he shows what the left is doing to the right, or what they're promoting to the right daily. Is there someone that's opposite, that's on the left, that operates like Doug in exile, that pushes out the same content? So that way, I'm asking, so that way we can have an equal balance of the two sides,
instead of just one side.
And then we may learn more. So let us know in the comment section down below. Now they gotta crank out consistent content, but who is the opposite person of Doug? I think that'll help. Just like if y'all haven't checked out, we looked up what is liberal, what is Democrat, or where did it start, where did Republican start. We've been looking this stuff up. So let us know that stuff in the comment section down below. And I think that'll give us a more balance, because right now we hear a lot of Doug. I think it'd be interesting to hear somebody else who give similar content, but just on the opposite side. We love you guys, man. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Help us get to 70K.
Hey.
We love you guys. We will see you guys
in the next video. Peace.